Morning.
Good morning.
Oh, hear the trash guy in the background.
Somebody's got to do it, right?
Yeah, I get a kick out of the because we have two different things. We have the trash and we have the recyclables.
Yeah, me too.
The same trash guy picks up both of them.
Yeah.
I'm surprised nobody can. There's probably some people that complain, but it never changes. So
Yeah,
they try to say that. Well, we have a truck for recyclables that picks up just all recyclables and then dumps it, and then one that does trash. But it's the same guy. He goes from one trash can to the next, no matter what it is.
Oh, maybe it's got a split compartment on the.
No, it gets dumped in the same thing.
Yeah, well, most of our trucks now are run on propane. They're not quiet, but compared to what the gas engines were, they're
Yeah.
very quiet.
Yeah, we got TH2, Bubble Bibble, Jennifer. Jennifer had a lot of lucky videos last night.
Yeah.
You won a couple times too, didn't you, Jennifer?
Dana B, good morning, girl.
And I know Crazy won again.
I got to be quiet.
She got a really nice prize too this time.
Irish, I'm starting an investigation.
Yeah. Hey, Dana B. Yeah. And they didn't, there has to be somebody that catches it and says something about it, but they never change.
Yeah.
It stays the same.
I'm just busting her chops. I know it's on the up and up, but that's,
Yeah. Let's see here. Well, let's go with. I'm trying to think of what this outfit kind of reminds me of.
Uh-oh.
Pillsbury Doughboy or something. I don't know. Yeah. Kim Jong-un or whatever his name is, North Korea, is going out, doing the press thing about these drones and stuff. The outfit he's got on, though, in that hat, oh boy. Like I said, I don't know if it's Pillsbury Doughboy or I don't know. Well, it kind of looks like Mario Brothers too, but without the color. Here, I'll go ahead and play it.
State media on Monday, which released these images, said to show Kim inspecting the drones on Saturday at North Korea's Drone Institute and looking on as they took off and destroyed test targets, including a mock tank. Also known as loitering munitions, they attack by crashing into the target with a built-in warhead. Such weapons have been widely used in the war in Ukraine as well as in the Middle East. The report said Kim urged researchers to develop artificial intelligence for the unmanned vehicles and called to ramp up production of suicide drones, including those that can be used underwater, as well as reconnaissance and multi-purpose attack drones. South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff said on Monday they were monitoring North Korea's military activities and were prepared for any provocations. When asked about visual similarities between some of the drones in the images from Kim's Saturday visit and those used and produced by Russia, a spokesperson said more analysis was necessary.
Yeah, I noticed Jennifer said that he's so short. There's a lot of talk about his people around him, that he can't have somebody that's taller than him.
No, because then he loses his dominance.
Yeah, that is so weird. I mean, I understand, you know, you have to look up at people all the time around you and stuff, but um, to be that,
Yeah.
you know,
His father and other predecessor, that's the way the Hermit Kingdom runs.
yeah.
You got to be submissive and, put on
He
those.
said he's 5'7". He's no
He's
5'7".
no 5'7".
Yeah, he might be as tall as 101, but
I don't know how tall he is. So.
hey, Mister Cheddar Pepper Prepper. There we go. It's been a while since I said that, and I like how he put the Mister on there because Jeff Jeff always assumes the wrong gender. uh, yeah, there's go ahead and put this up there again. France wants to shut down Telegram. Russian human rights. Um, yeah, evidently, they're wanting him to either get access, a back door to it, so they can keep an eye on their citizens and whatnot that use it, or to shut it down. The fact that this still keeps going on, and it could be TikTok, it could be, you know, Telegram, it could be any of these different things. Um, like with the TikTok thing, it has nothing to do with uh, you know, security or anything. They could care less because there's other companies doing the same thing here in the United States, in other countries for that matter. But it's that way for them to slip in their their little bills for this and that, and to take your rights away. Um, and it's France is no better, and a lot of people saying it's this being backed by the United States is forcing France into doing this. But again, this is where we're at right now, and Musk is already talking about it because, you know, he's kind of on the chopping block as it is with his uh, free speech, allowing anybody to say whatever they want to on his platform, which is the way it should be, you know. Um, yeah, that was the same one. We won't play that one. Yeah, and actually, What Life gave me this one here, this story, which I like the Newsweek one better because it shows a little bit more. Unfortunately, the video is not going to play. Oh no, maybe it will. It popped up now. Well, maybe we'll just mute that music. Yeah, if you haven't noticed already, it takes extremely long time to receive packages anymore. Um, and it's you know it's where we're headed right now. It's just a normal, like sending a normal letter and stuff. It's going to take longer. Um, and they say this is not supposed to take place until um, let me go and stop that. It's not supposed to take place until like November, but it's already been happening. I mean, we seen this with the seeds. Some people didn't get their seeds for over a month, and that's just sending it normal mail or classified or whatever. It still took a long time, and if you marked it seeds, um, it took forever, and they actually charged you so much more for seeds. Yeah. Where was it? Proposed changes the mail will continue to be delivered within the current service standard of 2 to 5 days. They said the most mail from rural areas is currently delivered 3 days or less. Oh, um, like I said, this has already been implemented, even though they said it's not supposed to take place until November. So if you're sending packages for Christmas and stuff, I would almost get that stuff sent out in October just to make sure people get it in time. Unless you do the Amazon thing to where which Amazon don't even deliver for 2 days or less anymore. Even though you got the Prime thing, they'll say possibly 2 days or less. Um, yeah, this is where we're headed. It's gonna get slow. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, we got anybody that lives over in Massachusetts?
Uh-oh.
Yep, rare but deadly mosquito virus infection as Massachusetts towns urging vigilance. Um, now it is close to what in November, so there's always going to be something out there that you got to bring the fear and stuff. But you know the, there are the diseases that mosquitoes do carry from time to time, and we did have we were talking about the West Nile thing. I don't know if it was on 101s or not, but uh, about it happening in the past. And I remember because they would go through town and spray. Oh, it's safe though. It's safe. So sometimes the stuff that they they spray, I wonder is worse than the actual mosquito itself. Um, and I know there's people out there that have containers in their yards and it fills up with water and the mosquitoes get in it and whatnot. Um, you're always going to have those people that that have the place for those to breed and stuff. But again, it's A rare deadly disease spread by mosquitoes has one town in Massachusetts closing its parks and fields each evening. 4 other towns are urging people to avoid going outdoors at night. They concerned about eastern equine. I don't even know how to say that word. State health officials announced last week a man in his 80s that caught the disease, the first human case in Massachusetts since 2020. Um, the town of Plymouth, about 40 miles southeast of Boston, announced Friday that is closing its parks. It's closing public outdoor recreation facilities from dusk until dawn each day after a horse in the town was infected with the disease.
Well,
So, yeah.
yeah, that's equine encephalitis. That's not fun.
Yeah.
It's not good.
So, yeah, nobody's allowed outside. That's and again, I don't know if they do spraying there or not, which most places do now. So if you're in those areas, uh, and here is another video on it. Hopefully, don't get in too much trouble with it. I may have to mute it. Yeah, let's mute it just in case. And you can see who's behind this.
That's BG,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, evidently, they the text and stuff came up missing from that now. Yeah, and this guy's a little bit out there, so you got to kind of take it with a grain of salt. So, urgent. I have a reason to believe they are going to mass spread extremely deadly diseases using mosquitoes before, the thing in
The thing in
November.
November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parts of Massachusetts are currently locked down after a case was detected. That's that one told you guys about. And has no cure and over 30% uh, death rate. Some reports even have the death rate closer to 50%. Now, again, I'm not saying this to scare anybody or anything like that, but it's something to keep your eye on because don't hold it past anybody to try to win an election by hurting others. I'll put it that way. Let's see what else we got. Oh, and if you ever been to Los Angeles, this will this is a normal thing to see. Let me go ahead and mute it because there's music coming. Now, once this gets done, I'll show you the lanes that are added. And this is normal. The daytime is ooh. Yeah, like the one person so far, an 80-year-old man, caught the disease. Man, I've been there in the 80s. It's those they've got a lot bigger. I mean, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 lanes, and there's probably the same over here on this side. But if you look down here, it says in 1970, one lane, one more lane will fix it. 1980, one more lane will fix it. 90, one more lane will fix it. 2000, one more lane, which was a couple lanes. In 2010, it hasn't fixed it. It's still looks like that. There's so many people in that town. You could have 30 lanes and it would still, I don't think they can go anymore other than that right there. I think they're at the max. It has been for a while.
What town is that?
Los Angeles. Yeah. I remember
That's
in the 80s. Once you drove over the hill to to see Los Angeles, it was so much pollution and stuff.
yeah.
It's supposed to be better now, but I haven't been there, so I don't plan to going back there either.
You
I'd
know why?
love to go back to, because I I stayed at Newport Beach for a good while. Um, I slept on the beach, um, but just to see what everything looked like now, it's probably like I would never recognize it now.
No. And the pollution is, I guess, better or less, if you want to say, because
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
people have moved out.
Oh yeah.
A lot of
A lot of a lot of
industries.
businesses are wanting to move out, but they
Yeah.
can't. Uh, and might as well show our meme for the day. Uh, let's see here. Founding fathers. Here's the First Amendment. Oh, in case someone tries to take that away, here's the Second Amendment.
Amen to that.
I
You know,
like this.
Bush. There's a guy. I don't think you can play it because it's already been played on YouTube. But there's a really cool black gentleman that's got in front of this crowd, and he did a commercial or an infomercial years ago about pew pews and mass, you know what's, and this and that, and he says you all need to get off the premise that the Second Amendment was made for hunting,
Yeah.
this and that. No, it was
No.
written into the Constitution because we just got rid of the most superpower at the time on
England. Yeah.
planet Earth, which was England. The Second Amendment is meant to protect the people, not to hunt deer.
Yeah.
So, you know, they get all caught up in their diatribes about, well, you don't need this to hunt this, and you don't need. It ain't about that, honey. It's about protecting yourself and your family from foreign and domestic enemies.
22 lanes. Ooh. Yeah. And I don't know you know where McConnell Air Force Base is?
Is it? No, sounds like southeast, but
Yeah, maybe somebody knows in chat. But anyways, this is the air show that was. Look at the porta potties, airplanes. Is it in Kansas, Chrissy?
yeah, it's Kansas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that evidently was one heck of a doozy of a air windstorm, or evidently it's a microburst. And you got to think those airplanes. Some of those airplanes are those antique warplanes.
Yeah, ultralights.
Yeah. So I don't know if anybody witnessed all that wind going by. Oof. Yeah, I remember a few years ago. Remember we had all the cornfields and everything that got destroyed from the wind. Oh, and it put a damper. It rose the price of um, corn for like 3 years after that.
Oh boy, gotta leave the corn alone. It can affect a lot of people.
And we got to put some good stuff here. So, oh, dang it! And it didn't add it.
Lake TH2, where's Toto? Oh, that's funny.
And this is the top 5 reactions to seeing their owners. And these are pretty much wild animals here that grew up in captivity, and they get to find the people who raised them after years. They go ahead and mute it. Whoop! You first see that and you think, oh no, this guy's going to get ate. But this cat is so happy. Tell me that animals don't know who their owners are and how they care for them and stuff. Monkey's so excited.
They don't forget.
Oh no. This is out in the wild too, and
Yeah,
look at this.
lioness.
You would think, oh no, this guy's going to be a meal. Yeah, this is only pet one though, but still, even a camel.
That camel.
Yeah, I like playing these ones. Even them wild animals. Now, this next one, I hope the money goes to where it's supposed to go. That's all I'm going to say. United States National Parks are receiving a record high gift of $100 million. Again, hopefully it doesn't go to people, for a new car or new vehicles. It goes to what it was meant for. When Roosevelt made these national parks and stuff and whatnot, That's where it should be going, and it shouldn't be going to fill in pockets and stuff.
Portland, Maine is buying land.
Uh,
Profit, I don't know, 100 million.
yeah, the official nonprofit organization of the National Park Service is set to receive the largest grant in its history, a $100 million gift. The fundraising group, that's where I'm kind of worried about, because these fundraiser people have to get paid.
Right.
And I'm not saying it's not one of those types of fundraisers, but it's happened before. A lot of places that you donate to, you think you're donating to the cause, but you're actually donating for the CEOs and advertising and this and that. And by the time what's left of that money is like 10,
Pennies on the
15%.
dollar. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm not saying this is one of those, but like I said, I just hope it goes to where it goes. And one of the places they were talking about in here is in Florida, um, restoring the coral reefs,
Yes.
and trout species in the Western national parks.
Mm-hmm.
That would be wonderful if that's where that money goes.
Yep.
Like I said,
There, you rarely hear. I'm not saying you don't, but you rarely hear improprieties going on when a like the Sierra Club or some group donates, because normally it's a land purchase,
yeah,
and once it's purchased, that's it. Nobody can touch it, and But yeah, they're doing stuff in the Keys. Um, we have a program going on now on the West Coast where they'll go to restaurants and pick up the empty shells of mussels and scallops and all of that, and they'll put them in a polypropylene netted bag, and they'll make. Matter of fact, one of my shorts I did with Jack, you can see these bags of shells, empty shells out, and that helps to filter the water and build up the environment again, and
yeah,
bring it back to nature, what it used to be. We've got I don't know how modern they are, but one year they took like 6 or 7 tanks. The EPA was involved, and they cleaned them out, power washed them, drained all the fuel. I mean, so there was nothing, not grease, nothing. They were bone dry, and they put them out on a barge, and they take them offshore, maybe 7 or 8 miles, and I don't know, that's about 50 feet of water. And they
yeah,
got a tractor on the barge, and they just roll them right off the edge, and that creates an artificial reef. And then the fish congregate,
yeah,
and then the coral starts growing on that. And there's a good use for a lot of things.
yeah. Yeah, the whole tax break. I don't see anything wrong with the tax break thing. The main thing is the money going to the right place. But this was supposed to have been anonymous, but who knows? Yeah. This other story here. Bring it up. Is with everything that's going on in the Middle East and stuff, Navy to sideline 17 vessels due to manpower shortage. Operating crews will be redistributed. Uh, so they're saying over 700 sailors will be, spread upon the Navy to because the shortage. There, a lot of ships are short manpower. They're having to work extra hours and stuff, and so they're going to be cutting down on the ships. So we're going to see, as of right now, there's 17 vessels that is going to be parked, and it's hard to say how long they will be parked because there are uh, no men anymore that want to go into the service. Yeah. Yeah, I know. 17. The story on here has nothing to do with this either. This is about Israel, which we will be getting into here. There's a lot of stuff on that. But yeah, it's a sad thing. Being supposed to have been the best Navy in the world, we're having to park 17 vessels because we don't have enough people to run them. Let's see here. Yeah, and I don't know if you guys heard about stuff that happened over in Germany with was actually a Syrian suspect that was involved in this. Let me go ahead and play this.
A suspect in German custody after a stabbing rampage in the city of Zulingen arrived at the federal prosecutor's office in the city of Karlsruhe on Sunday. The attack occurred during a festival on Friday, killing 3 people and injuring 8. The suspect, who is a 26-year-old Syrian man, turned himself in and admitted to the crime, authorities said. Police said the case is under, quote, intensive investigation and that they are looking into his possible links with Islamic State. They searched garbage bins and backyards for more evidence at the market square where the fatal stabbing took place. Islamic State described the man taken into custody as a, quote, soldier of the group, but it did not provide any evidence for this assertion. The incident, which officials described as, quote, an act of terror, shocked the city of Solingen. Mourners gathered for a church memorial and paid tribute to the victims. Herbert Reul, North Rhine-Westphalia's interior minister, said the suspect came from a home for refugees that was searched on Saturday. The suspect had moved to Germany late in 2022 and sought asylum, according to German media, citing unidentified security sources. Center-right politician Friedrich Merz urged the country to stop admitting further refugees from Syria and Afghanistan. Germany's federal criminal police said there have been around a dozen Islamist-motivated attacks since 2000. One of the biggest was in 2016 when a Tunisian drove a truck into a Christmas market in Berlin, killing 12 and injuring dozens.
Yeah, seems like that's the going thing. UK, you're having the immigrants, do bad things to people, and it's not legal people that are coming in doing this. It's the ones who are going in illegally. It's nothing new. I mean, we see it every day here. A lot of it gets brushed under the rug to where we don't see it, but it's happening left and right, and it's just not here. It's other countries, Germany, UK, France. You name it. It's an ongoing thing, and
well, when that mass exodus of Muslims infiltrated Europe, open borders, now you've lost your country. That's what happens.
Let me see if I can find that. And I don't know if anybody's seen this since see if I can find it. I seen this, I think, Friday after the morning live. About the ship, cargo ship.
The one they sunk? Or you're talking about the explosion?
Yeah, they haven't sunk it yet. But
No, that explosion happened on the top deck.
yeah,
That wasn't a whole breach.
Yeah, that right here, and there was actually drone attacks first that actually got the crew to leave, and then after the crew left, the bad guys got on there and set charges. And
Allahu Akbar, Al-Maut America.
yeah, well, shut them guys up. And they actually played this on social media. The bad guys.
That's them. They're doing their Allah Akbar.
Yeah.
God is great. Wow.
We go down here and there it's still contained, but it's burning. The oil is burning on the ship. There was a video that showed. Yeah, I can't find it now.
You know, you'd think there would have been some type of escort.
There's one ship over there at the moment. Actually, I think I might have just passed that where it shows where all the ships are. The United States ship, that is.
Right.
I don't know if it shows this or not. No, that's not it. But yeah, we have one ship that's over here at the moment. The other one, everybody else is over Israel in that sector. Well, nobody knows where the sub is, but yeah, I can't find it right now. But yeah, that's it's just sitting out there burning up all that oil. And I forget how much it was. It's like 42,000 megatons or something like that. It's a lot. Yeah. And it's only going up, and they're adding more pollution. Everybody's so worried about global warming. Why aren't they over there putting it out?
Yeah, where's the European natives?
Yeah.
You're worried about the Green New Deal and all that. Where's your sailors? Why are we doing all the work?
Yeah. And Trump decided he wants to go ahead and post something. Who's negotiating for the U.S. in the Middle East? Bombs are dropping all over the place. Sleepy Joe is sleeping on the beach in California, viciously exiled by the Democrats. And Comrade Camillo is doing a campaign bus tour with Tampon Tim, her really bad VP pick, let's not have World War III because that's where we're heading. That's that's Trump for you. Yeah. Now we're going to hear how he's making fun of people and whatnot, but truth hurts. Yeah. Hey, Blackfoot, how's it going? Let's see. Let's go ahead and get into. Let me do this. Forgot to add something here. There it is. Oh, there's the tanker. I had it right here. Yeah, I'm not going to put this up because I've already talked about it, but it's still burning, but no signs of oil spill yet. But it's only a matter of time. Okay, let's go on to this one because Crybaby has to cry. Ukraine war latest.
Zelensky.
Yeah. Pleads with allies for help after deadly Russian strike. He's been in, he's had people in Russia going around, taking out civilians.
Yeah.
And now he's crying because they're attacking back. And Russia is taking out their power, their electricity, their power plants and stuff.
He should
That's
have
what
never.
you're supposed to do, it's
He needs to go back to his night job and get a new pair of chaps and get up there with his leather hat because it's ridiculous.
I'll go ahead and
sabotage, spying, and supporting Ukraine's conventional troops in their fight. Wherever Russia invades, a covert network of Ukrainian civilians is watching and making their presence behind Russian lines known. This the symbol of a growing resistance movement. There's even evidence of Ukrainian resistance inside Russia. This clip, shared with Sky News, purportedly shows an attack on a transmitter in the border region of Voronezh. Now, for the first time, the commander of Ukraine's resistance has agreed to speak on camera about this top secret dimension of the war. A special forces colonel, we're calling him Mykola.
Among us are those people who calmly, quietly, covertly perform their tasks without expecting a quick reward or glory. The main motivation of our people, all of us, is freedom. We want to defend our country. The Russians will have to either kill us all or leave.
Is it the whole of society? Is it young, old, women, men, disabled, healthy? Can you just describe who are the resistance?
The representatives of the resistance movement, in fact, are all conscious Ukrainians now, and there are men and women of different ages among them. I can't tell you a specific number because this information is secret, but I can tell you that there are thousands of these people.
What kind of operations are they doing?
We get information about Russia's occupying forces. We also try to cut the enemy's communications. We block their logistics so that units on the front line are hungry or have limited ammunition. We try to kill Russian military personnel at all costs and destroy their military equipment.
yeah, I'll stop it there. Yeah, they're going on to tell you about these secret, super secret guys that are going behind enemy lines and disrupting things, and and whatnot. But yet they're calling because they don't have anybody. They're running out of soldiers and stuff. But yet they said there was thousands of them. Why don't they, instead of calling for other people in other countries to come over and help them, stop with these people that are going into the other country, because they're only supposed to be defense. They're not supposed to be going into Russia. It's only supposed to be a defensive thing. That's what we signed up for, to help them, is aid, because it was a defensive thing. Now they're all going in and doing all this stuff. Let me see if where was it? Well, it doesn't say too much about it, but it was a attack on a power plant in Kiev. And that's where he's sitting there crying about, oh, we need help. Yeah, I think a lot of other countries are getting tired of it, and you're going to see a lot of countries start to pull out their aid and stuff, because it's ongoing and it's not supposed to be taking on Russia. They're supposed to be defending their country against Russia. And let's go over to the Middle East now, I guess. See which one it was. Let's go with, well, right there. And what to know about the heavy exchange of fire between Israel and Lebanon. Let's go ahead and play this. And a lot of this is debris of what gets destroyed before it gets to their target. That Iron Dome is working. And last night there was hundreds of rockets fired both ways. So again, this peace talk, Hamas already said they don't want peace. There's no talk. They don't want to hear any talk of it. So Israel keeps getting the bad end of it, saying, "Oh, they're so horrible and stuff. Why aren't they trying to do the peace talks and stuff?" You got the other side already saying they don't want it. They want war. How is Israel the bad person in this? It's silly. Now Israel is telling families to evacuate Gaza as ceasefires hopes are, tossed out the window. You got one side that already said, no, we don't want it. So after they get out, you can imagine it's going to hit the fan here pretty soon. And again, was talking with Bubba, and I asked him. I said, "Do you think there's any hostages still alive?" And he said he thinks there are, and I do too. But I think it's the hostages that have money involved in their names. They're going to try to get some money from the relatives and stuff. Other than that, if you're not a rich person or something, I don't think those hostages are alive anymore. And we've seen that already. The 6 have already been gone and whatnot. But yeah, let me see here. Well, we didn't get to the history today. Today in history, let me see if there's anything really quickly here. August 26, 1944, French General Charles de Gaulle braved the threat of German snipers as he led victory march in Paris, which had just been liberated by the Allies from, the bad guys. Yeah, it's he he braved it all right, I guess. It's just been liberated by the Allies. uh so in 1939, the first televised Major League Baseball game was shown on experimental station W2XBS. Doubleheader between Cincinnati and the Brooklyn Dodgers. Yep. 1958, Alaskans went to the poll to overwhelmingly vote in favor of statehood. 1968, the Democratic National Convention opened in Chicago. The 4-day event resulted in the nomination of Hubert H. Humphrey for president, as was marked by bloody police crackdown on anti-war protests in the streets. Huh. That'll never happen again, right? Protest at a Democrat National Convention. 1972, the Summer Olympics opened in Munich, West Germany. Yeah, when it was West Germany. Let's see. Let's get to everybody's favorite part here. Here we go. Bring this up. Food time. And this is
That's Jeff and his girlfriend, right?
yeah, oyster mushrooms
Oh,
and Alabama deer cheeseburgers.
I don't know what we found. We just found something that was growing out of a stump log tree.
We found oyster mushrooms.
And she was so fired
A
up.
lot of them.
Yeah.
So we're going to cook them today. And we're going to cook them with some deer that Jeff sent me back home with when I drove to Alabama a couple years ago. I have 1 pack left. So we're going to cook it together. It only seems right to do it.
Alabama deer in Canada.
Alabama deer in Canada with some oyster mushrooms. We're going to make some burgers.
That's what we're going to try to do.
Yeah.
We're seasoning the pan right now with beef tallow.
It's winter here already.
It was 54 degrees this morning here.
Don't let
54 degrees.
Jeff's shirtless, sleeveless. Don't let Jeff's sleeveless shirt fool you. It's cold. Oyster mushroom
mushrooms?
deer burgers.
Deer burger. And homemade bread.
With homemade bread that my aunt gave us.
Yeah.
So
She made some homemade bread, and we're gonna make hamburger.
yeah, it's gonna be like a rectangular burger.
No, it's not really.
Okay.
Because when I pat
It's
them
not
out, they're
going to
probably
be.
gonna be round. I don't know. I'm gonna try to do the rectangle thing. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle that. That's big. Now hang in there and let's see how this turns out.
Yeah.
All right.
It's insanely windy today,
Yeah.
so we can't cook down by the lake. So we're relocating and cooking up here on our new smoker, brand spanking new.
And she still has Lyme disease.
An old muddy hole gets up against something right there. It looks just like that.
She can't eat any
Now
meat.
looking up something.
Makes her really
I just
sick.
want to see how this is gonna work.
It kinda sucks. That's what they're eating.
Seasoning up the cast iron with some beef tallow. So here's the deer,
Oh,
homemade
deer,
bread,
deer.
and these are the beautiful oyster mushrooms. Wow. Look at our oyster mushrooms.
Hey, Amanda.
Look at that plate.
Yeah, this is Canada on a plate right here.
Canada on a plate.
For sure.
So we're just gonna cut these up and saute them in onions and garlic and our beef tallow, and they're gonna be delicious.
They look good.
They are good.
Well, all she did was rinse these things. Oh, you cut them that small?
That's what I'm gonna do, yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to, but
I'd have fried that whole booger just like it is.
Yeah.
Put some salt and pepper on it and go to eating. But, yeah.
now we're gonna
Been eating honeysuckle and briar patch.
That's some Alabama deer there.
That's it.
Yum.
Don't know how many hundreds of these bad boys right here I've put up. Taste of home up here in Canada.
We'll taste of home.
So we're gonna have a little ash mixed in there with it.
It's good for you.
I love it. All right. Put it in there.
Shovel it in there. Smells good already.
Oh, it does.
Cooking with detail adds so much flavor. Looking good.
Where's the salt and
There you
pepper?
go.
Almost there.
Beautiful.
Oh, that deer meat looks good.
You do that. Oh my gosh, they smell good.
They do smell good.
They smell like garlic, and you even put garlic in there.
I know.
Okay, so we're gonna do smash burgers. You cook them hot and fast.
Hot and fast.
You just make these small little meatballs here. And
I'm gonna let you handle this. Put some more of this stuff.
put some more tallow in there.
Good stuff.
Yep.
Ooh, look at the line. Oh, go get that wood.
That spoon always works, I guess.
It does.
So, let's put that on there. And we're making a double decker. Yeah,
That's a beer powder.
Listen, y'all. This stuff.
It's
Put the
so
spices
good.
on first.
So if you can't cook with beer, you can always do this right here. Like this right here. All right, we're gonna put that on top. I'm fixing to just start eating these just like they are. Just look pretty good.
I don't even like meat at this point in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was good.
Folks, don't even try it. Ain't worth it. That bread,
I know.
those mushrooms, onions.
All the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good stuff. And I'll go ahead and put their link in there if you want to check Jeff out.
I am.
Whoops. Better stop that. And he is the father of Hannah Bear. Barron. She is, big on the noodling for catfish and stuff. She doesn't do it as much as she used to, but because now she got famous and everything. But yeah. And with that, let's go ahead and end it here, and we're going to go ahead and put up the verse for today is James 4:8. Draw near to God, and he will draw near to you.
Nice.
Yep. That's a good one there.
Yes.
And with that, I want to wish everybody happy Monday of the start of the week. The last of August. The last Monday of August. Already.
Yeah.
Just a couple more days left of August. Jeez. August went by so fast.
That's okay. We need to get into September.
You're just wanting the cool weather. Or I should say cooler weather.
I want to get fishing.
Yeah. Everybody have a good day, and I'm not sure if I'll be live tomorrow morning or not, because I want to start stretching it out. I haven't figured out when I'm going to be doing the lives and whatnot, because I don't want to do it every day. I want to stretch it out a little bit. That way I can go fishing. I'll be selfish and go fishing.
Right. Tight lines, people. Tight lines.
And I'll go ahead and put this up here now. Wednesday at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be live on Bushcrafty with a live interview with the one and only, the famous ER. And we'll talk about fishing and all that fun stuff.
Sounds great.
I probably should get the link to that, huh? That way everybody can hit the little bell thingy, whatever it think's called. The notification thing, yeah. But again, everybody have a good day, and we'll catch you. If not tomorrow, I'll be live Wednesday. And with that, God bless everybody.
Take care.